These are the top 5 sports cards that will lose you money in 2026. I'm going to take it in step-by-step order and why not to buy each of these cards. Let's get right into it, starting with number 1, buying Panini football and basketball products. So if you don't know that, Topps took over the licensing for football and basketball, and what that means is they have the rights to put team logos in the NFL and the NBA logo on their cards. It may not seem like a big deal, but it is, because now these are considered the true rookie cards, and they have much more value. They're much more liquid than unlicensed cards. So Panini Prism cards in the future are going to be unlicensed. So if you see a rookie card of a basketball player, you're going to see no logos, you're going to see no NBA logo, and they're going to do far less. And Topps, I'm not sure what they're going to do to replace Prism, like maybe Topps Chrome. If you look now, Topps cards have NBA logos. So going into 2026, buying Panini basketball and football, for the most part, is probably a no-go. You're probably going to lose money. These cards are going to go down slowly over time. And if you're buying cards to get graded or to flip, you're better off putting that money in Topps. Topps basically has a monopoly on the market now, which is great because I think Topps is a better company than Panini as a whole. I think Panini did a lot of things wrong, like overproducing cards, and I think they could have done more with the sports card market, just my opinion. But just so you know, going into 2026, stay away from Panini as a whole. I do believe, though, Panini has the rights to soccer cards, and that would be it. So that's number 1. Number 2, don't buy guys that have skyrocketed in value. Okay, guys who jump up in value tend not to keep going up. They either stay the same or go down. And if you're buying cards with the objective to make money, you want to be buying guys with a high likelihood of going up. So I listed off a few names here, and I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for saying not to buy these guys because a lot of these guys are hot because they are up in value so much. Some guys like Drake May, Connor Bedard, Yamamoto from the Dodgers. Please don't buy him. Ohtani, I know that sounds crazy. I know. I think he's the greatest athlete of all time. But I could tell you, if I could make a bet that Ohtani's value will be worth less in a year from today than it is today, I would make that bet. The odds of him matching what he did this year are just low. He does so much, and God forbid he can get injured, or maybe he doesn't hit the same. I see this happen time and time again. Another guy who's up a lot is Jackson Smith Najigba. Lionel Messi cards are up a ton. A lot of like vintage from the 80s and the 90s and like early 2000 cards are up a lot, like Messi, Ronaldo, Barry Bonds. Some of these cards have doubled and tripled in value for whatever reason, just the market got hot. But I would avoid buying those guys that are up a lot in value. It just tends not to work out that well. Number 3, don't buy overproduced inserts. Okay, what an insert is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like an inserted variation into a product that's supposed to be like cool or worth a little bit more money, and there's ones that are overproduced. So just to give you like an example of what this kind of looks like, so Prism, some inserts like Emergent, Instant Impact, Get Hyped, Dominance, then optic inserts like the Rookies, Elite Series, Net Marvels. Those cards tend not to do that well in the long term. I actually like to avoid buying inserts. The only inserts that I kind of like is like stained glass or stuff that's short printed. But the overproduced inserts, I would highly recommend staying away from. Also, I know I'm going to get shit for this. I know it. But I personally like to avoid buying downtowns and kabooms because they are so produced. They're so bought and sold all the time. I just see they don't hold great value. And they're not that great for grading as well. My opinion, I would stay away from those, even though I know they're some of the most loved cards. Getting into number 4 are base cards, specifically new base cards. So I want you to think about this for a second. What a base card is, there's thousands or tens of thousands of them printed. And what happens of like a Jaden Daniels Donruss base PSA 10, it's a terrible card to invest in because there's just more and more and more and more and more and more that hit the market. And when supply goes all the way up with something, demand goes down, and then the price goes down. So I would avoid buying base cards at all costs, to be honest with you, because they're just massively overproduced. And as there's more cards graded in the sports card ecosystem, they just go down. It's just very basic economics. When there's more of something, there's less demand and the price goes down. Very basic, but I see people invest in base cards all the time. They have $1,000 to invest in a player and they want to buy this player because they think he's going to be great. And they buy all these $8, $5, $3, $10 cards. And I'm like, this is a terrible idea. And number 5, a great way to lose money in 2026 would be PCing or buying who you think is the next great player. Because some news for you, if you haven't got it from the gist of this video or from watching some of my other videos, is that most guys just don't perform up to expectation. It's just how it goes. I can bet you that most personal collections, unless it's vintage, most modern personal collections worth less, and most people lose money on them, right? Because what is a personal collection? A personal collection, for the most part, is just another way of saying, I think this player is going to be good. I'm going to collect him. It's really, you're not collecting him. You're really investing in him because you think he's going to be a good player, when most of them just don't turn out well. It's just how it goes, and it's just not a good business strategy in general. But those are the 5 cards that I believe will lose you money in 2026. Just to recap, buying Panini for basketball and football, no good. Guys who have skyrocketed in value, not buying overproduced inserts, buying base cards, and PCing or trying to guess who the next great player is going to be. For the most part, all this stuff is a bad idea. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put a free PDF down below of exactly what I'm talking about in step-by-step. Download it, keep it, make some money with it. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you folks in the next one.